Good morning, everyone. I am Oracle Unicorn, and welcome to Coffee, Tea, and Chit-Chat. Basically, I answer comments. People ask questions about me, and then I do a general reading at the end. That's what it is. I'm going live on Facebook. This is where I usually do it. I just happen to do my phones first. Hey, what's up? The household's still sleeping. And then I'm loud. No, it's not my first time. And yeah, I totally did just get up. Because if I don't, I think about it too much, and then I don't do my coffee, teas, and chit-chats. Oh, and that noise you hear in the background is my dog. She's chewing on her bone. Okay. Title. Capital. Oracle Unicorn. Oracle Unicorn. I go by Unicorn, by the way. Oh, I'm 33. I've been doing this, creating content for almost going on 10 years, maybe 8. Alright, there we go. There we go. Hello and good morning. I am Oracle Unicorn and welcome to Coffee, Tea, and Chit-Chat. There we go. And then I just wait for people to get on. But y'all have like way more people that end up getting on. Alright, that's so sweet. Alright, let me go back to these comments. And thank you for saying so sweet. Good morning. How are you, Robin? Right now I'm going live on Big O, I'm going live on YouTube, and I'm going live on Facebook. It's probably hard for y'all to hear me. Some people over here has been having hard times hearing me when it comes to the sound. I am up so early. I think I went to bed early. Not as early as I have before though. about hobbies is a good way to interact. Go give suggestions. This is so sweet. Good morning, Suzette. How are you? Suzette. Suzette? Suzette. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the bean. Hug. I'm doing pretty good today. How are you? I'm glad you can hear me okay. Oh, thank you for the heart. Hugs. Hearts are loving. Hi. Awesome. I'm glad you're doing great. Heck yeah. Nip slip one time. Nope. Hearts. Oh, good morning, everyone. Hey, we have 8 people over here. That's what's up. We have 73 over here. Nope. No. And no. So a person over here asked me to stand up, and that's what that nope was for. And then said, come on. And I said, nope. And then Hecate wanted to jump over here, and I was like, nope. That's what that was for. Because I know y'all over here are so confused right now. Like, what are you saying no about? And I was debating whether or not to say anything. Oh. Oh my gosh, thank you for following. I have 4 beans. You get money out of that. Oh, heart. This is what I was doing also on TikTok Live. But no, they didn't let me do that no more. I don't know. Y'all know my troubles in being able to stay on platforms. I still can't go live on Twitch no more. Now I like Twitch. Huh. Hecate chewing at her bone away. I wish I was allowed to play music. I don't like it. It feels unfair. You have a discount gift opportunity that can be given to the audience for free. Really? Oh. How do you do that? Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep going. It says free limited time discount gifts. And and it has a list of people. And I'm just sending it. Just a cost, so why not? Just going down the list and sending it. It's like to me, it feels like a game. Like a going live game. And that's what I really loved about TikTok. But this is cool because I got like 80 people on here. And it didn't work when it came to, what is that? A letter. Thank you for the letter. Oh, that was like a arrow. Thank you for the gifts. So, yeah, I just boom all through. And when I was going through TikTok and seeing the lives and stuff, they had a lot of that going on. And it looked fun. I wanted to join it. Like, I don't know. It didn't work. Guess I just didn't have enough following yet. Which is interesting because I hardly have a following here. And I got like 80 people in this room. And I like stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't like the disrespect. Like, do guys not know how to treat women anymore? Like, are you kidding me? Some of you masculine ones are pretty disappointing. Especially, have you never seen a lady before? Like, I do not have the front of this room with a naked picture. Like, you know, use your brain. Not your cock. And then we whine and cry whenever we're in a toxic relationship. Honey, you asked for it. Oh, y'all can't even see what I'm doing over here. I'm lighting Palo Santo on fire. I love Palo Santo. And yeah, I totally did 420 this morning, so I'm all straight. I'm all happy. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and go on. The magics of THC. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable to me what THC does for me. You know how hard of a pill it is to digest, actually? It's not easy because it's like, I wish that I didn't feel like I needed to feel. And I know it's because of a genetic condition. It doesn't make it easier to swallow at all. And thank you. That was like, there was a crowd that showed up. Which makes it difficult. And I know it's me judging myself and being hard on myself. Because I was born this way. Because it's part of the MTHFR, polymorphism. Look at that up. Technically, I can't make happy chemicals in the brain. So I use THC to make happy chemicals in my brain. And it makes me allergic to all foods, while everyone looks at me like I'm being picky and difficult. Because my staple is ice cream. For calcium, because milk makes me break out all over my face. So I try to stay away from milk. Chips. I can't have corn chips. I can have potato chips. Why? Because it has an immense amount of potassium in it, and I'm allergic to bananas. I have to eat red meat because I'm allergic to dark leafy greens. Because all of it has folic acid in it. And packs in my blood because I can't biotransmutate it because I have polymorphism, meaning that I can't take the folic acid and biotransmutate it into L-methylfolate that then your body uses to create serotonin and dopamine. Happy chemicals. While you're too young for resources to fucking listen to you, trying to hold a job on top of finding out all of this. If you can hold the job, because sometimes it just tears just fall down. Can't really do nothing about it. And if I take medications, it either can make me have a seizure, aneurysm, or cardiac arrest. While mental hospitals try to force me on medications, while I'm sitting here telling them you cannot do that. Now they have shots. Well, if they feel that they have the right and don't care what you say, shoot you up with a month's worth of liquid medication. By a shot? A month's worth? Wow. Seems how someone looked up in a medical book for me that was in 2005. It was copyright 2005. We tried to look up MTHFR. It was not in there, as if it didn't even exist. We look up EDS, because I also have EDS, which makes it difficult physically for me to be able to work, because I just pull joints out of place. Or pop a tendon, or rip apart a muscle. Or slip a disc. Sometimes I wonder, it's interesting how I can even still walk. So, this has ended up me homeless. Well, I had to figure out how to push a shopping cart and not rely on a man and not do any drugs or be put in a specific situation to where something can happen to me to where that would just happen or get raped. So I started sleeping on sidewalks underneath the streetlights on main roads, pissing people off. While they're yelling at me, go to shelters. And I'm going, that worked. There we go. So I finally got to the point after hearing a lot of cars yell at me, call me a whore, throw coins at me out windows. This is before I had tattoos on my face. Shit. These are only maybe 4 or 5 years old. My eyes and my chin are only 2 years old. I've been on and off homeless 11. And started showing the world what the hell they were doing to each other. And then to try to come on certain things like this and build communities and whatnot, for men to sit there and sexually harass women like it's okay because we were bred to think that it's okay, while we're initiating women to feel it's okay to sexualize their bodies for public, while we sit here and call them private parts, while we sit here and dress our children as burlesques and put them in two-piece bathing suits and don't give parents a choice to not put their child in something skimpy. And then we're creating this more and more for free on these platforms while I'm seeing kids doing it. An 8-year-old showed me their dick on Omegle. This should not be this freely accessible for our young ones, okay? At all. It's heartbreaking. And then all the verbal abuse going on. Did we not go through a whole age of our young generations killing themselves because of all the mental abuse? No. We started to allow it and think it was okay, while I constantly get verbally abused on my business page. That's a business page. It's no different than walking into a motherfucking store. How is this any different? Do we really want to keep publicizing and okaying this kind of behavior and eliminating chances of building women into ladies? Ladies. We are ladies. Boys. You're men right now that just allow your dick to go wherever it wants. And now there's many of you going into the point where pedophilia is okay. They're wanting to put the P in the LBG, but what the fuck? Why here? Because it seems to be happening most on these free apps, video chats, and just flaunting things around and sitting there just to get money and teaching our young ones it's okay, while you're allowing our very, very, very young elementary school kids watch you. Thank you for traumatizing and making it easy to traumatize our kids. Oh, you should be watching. Are you not also aware of what has society and the work field done to our adults? Are you not aware? This is why I'm very disappointed with these apps. And this is why I'm talking about this strictly mainly to y'all. And when I say about verbal abuse, I talk to y'all. And you my loving followers, you know I ain't talking to you. You know there's going to be way more people than y'all that's going to be seeing this because this is recorded. This may not be recorded, but it sure as hell recorded on 2 other platforms. And so is when I'm on Omegle as well. I literally saw someone with a freaking Freemasonry hat on Omegle. While there's constantly young 15 to 13 to 10-year-old girls sitting there watching penises and flaunting their freaking parts off. Do we really want to allow this for free constantly? The reason why I'm even saying anything to y'all is because honestly, word of mouth is the best way to do this, and to sit here and actually give this information to y'all, and then hopefully you'll pass on the information. Hopefully we're going to sit here and intellectually create young ladies and not sexualized, idealized women who are getting abused and beaten up and then shoved into whatever. Do you not like being a lady? You don't have to be a lady. If you want to be more masculine, but stop making the rest of us do it too. Some of us enjoy being a lady, okay? And you're ruining it. Most of them. Even if it's not you. I understand. The reason why you're still here is because you feel the same motherfucking way. So, good day to you too. It's the morning, just here, 11:45 a.m. Wow, 11:45 a.m. Nice. And good morning, Nina. How are you? So I apologize for sounding like a lecture, but fuck. I would like to see more gentlemen in our lives. And more ladies enjoying being lady. And if you want to feel and do otherwise and not enjoy who you were born that you chose to be born to be, then like really stop ruining it for everyone else. Like go do your craziness in private. I mean, there's reasons why porn sites are meant to be bought. So that we keep our kids away from it, okay? Please, please. That's all I'm saying. But damn, yes, as a lady, this is kind of very disappointing. I mean, we come together to destroy so easily, but yet it's so hard for us to come together and create in a peaceful and harmonious way. I mean, like, it just don't make no fucking sense to me. Then there's YouTubers being able to like, showing people what's going on in the streets and stuff. Then it's like some of them worried if it's a hoax and whatnot. There's my own peer specialist didn't even know that there was even an immigration thing going on at all. And I'm like, how do you not know? Because I was talking to her about it, like, how is all these people getting this, and this, and this, and had this, and this, but yet, like, in this magic money, but yet we didn't have none of this whenever, before all this happened, and we had vets all over on the streets. Like, we don't care about our own people. We just care about a vote. Like, that's some manipulative, crazy-ass bullshit. Like, how do you not feel so controlled? Unbelievable. It doesn't make sense to me either. I'm doing pretty good. Perfect. Right at the corner of that, I really can't see it, but I think that's a cool effect for y'all. Oh, shit. I think I need to push it back a little. There. It's better. Oh, okay. Have you heard all about these people that have flocked here from Venezuela? Yeah, the gangs over in Colorado? Yep, I have. They try to release their country, release people from their prisons as long as they agree to come to the United States. Or about the Haitians that have come here and now are eating people's pets. Yeah, I just recently heard about that one too. Holy cow! Thank you for bringing that up. That's that's just unbelievable. Like, I don't even. And there truly is a way to go about this. I mean, it's like it's going to keep going in the direction it's going and completely demolishly fall apart unless the people just stop. All people in general. Yeah, I know. It is. It's terrifying me too, to be personally honest. And literally, the only way I feel that this isn't going to get worse is if like we got two choices basically. It's either we're all gonna go down together, or everyone's going to come in together and completely shift into something fucking new that is not following anything that way. You just completely start from scratch and go from up to, and start with the original American people. I mean, and we are a community in general. And it doesn't matter in the sense when you're an immigrant, because if we start caring about the immigrants and them being there, people start killing. I don't know if y'all seen the movie Civil War. I just watched it last night and it made a lot of sense. And it talked about an uprising. But I don't want an apocalyptic uprising. I want a leadership uprising, a harmonious, peaceful leadership uprising. And you can do that. But it takes a community to do so. It takes an uprising. It takes what did that guy say? A revolution, but at the same time not killing. But yeah, when it comes to self-defense, it is what it is, which is why I see what I see Civil War in that movie happening because of the uprising, to be personally honest. But if we are civil enough and agree to enough as a world of the people, not world of the government, to stop, just stop. I mean, you just sit, stop, they rethink, reshift, start housing, and start with your Americans. Stop doing it backwards. I mean, like, or the government's going to keep doing it backwards from what we've seen. It's going to implode itself, and it's all just going to blow up into a million pieces, and we're all going to end up in war. I mean, like, and it's going to happen anyway. So I really do my best to try to figure out if this were to happen, and if we had a different direction without the hell and a lot of killing, how would you go about this? How would you implement that? How would you be able to simplify it to the point to where you can reach anyone, no matter how maybe not as matured mind as other people maybe already are. And for them to feel, wow, yeah, this is a better decision, not just for myself, obviously, but for the whole collective. And I would love to be a part of something like that. How do you make it to where people want to do that instead of it being a double-sided thing again where people are separating themselves because they believe this over this? I mean, no, we're just believing in going into a peaceful direction. That should bring a lot of people other than the people who just want to kill people. To me, that just makes simplify enough sense that I could speak to my son about something like that. That if I were to ask my son, how does that idea sound? He could cognitively enough think about that and go, okay, because I'm sitting here going, why the fuck? Because my son's talked about being bullied. And I'm going, I'm about sick of this. Like, I want to go up in these motherfucking schools and start yelling at the motherfucking parents and not the parents, the fucking staff and everything. They want to say no bullying policy, but yet they don't do shit when it comes to the bullies. I know, I've been the one bullied and turned around and stabbed someone in the fucking hand because they wouldn't leave me alone. After I'd done told the bus driver he wouldn't leave me alone. I mean, it's just being bled down. And I just feel that we can choose to go about this differently than feel as if we have no control whatsoever when we outnumber them. And we can just choose to do it in a harmonious way. And just do its own collective sense of coming together and helping each other. You want to extensively do more on a higher level, then okay, yeah, you'll have those sense of accountabilities to have more and then to have more money and then to do whatever you want away from the sense of the lower wealthy community that needs more of the community to be to have its functionality. But why leave them behind? That's not needed. Because technically, instead of having a pedophile island, we can have a drug island. All drug addicts, they want to be drug addicts. You know what? Just go put them on the motherfucking island or something. Y'all tired of dealing with them. I'm tired of seeing fucking disabled people in shelters. I mean, I'm tired of seeing people in wheelchairs on the sidewalks. So y'all want to sit there and blame drugs? Well, then go have a specific area for them if they want to do drugs, because obviously rehab ain't going to help someone who wants to do drugs. If they want to do drugs, then go make it freely accessible for them in a specific area. But stop adding the disabled people with them. That includes mentally disabled. And then give them a chance, those people a chance to go through and cycle through rehab just to get off the island. Sounds like a good idea to me. Then we ain't gotta worry about them. Because if they're doing drugs on your streets, call the cops and the cops will take them to the island. Does that make y'all happy? Because maybe it might make the drug addict happy, because maybe they'll just be able to go do that. At least we're not sitting here killing them over something that they have mental or emotional issues over. And we'll sit here and treat it like actual mental and emotional issues. Because we'll just know if the drug addicts want to be drug addicts and they're just go on the fucking island. And then they can take a boat back and go into rehab. And if they want to slip up, then they can go back on the island. Maybe we'd free up our jails. And to be personally honest, I agree with Florida. An adult who's willing to defile and traumatize a child deserves to live the rest of their life in jail. Or on an island with the drug addicts. If you don't want to pay for it, and you just want to make it just a cycling system for people that are hurting people, and they don't necessarily was a murder enough to go get exiled on a fucking island, and that we just want to put pedophiles on. Why don't we make it get actually access enough to shove these other people? How about serial killer murders? Oh wait, because you want to make sure that they can't swim from that island back here? Because I about had enough of you pedophiles. I'm dead serious. It's already a spiritual one now. I know it. Wouldn't that make it so easier? We take all them gang peoples and we just go throw them on the exile island. They can deal with the chaos. I mean, wasn't that originally what Australia was? A prison island? Technically, I truly feel we need to go back to that. Besides making it Australia, because now Australia civilized themselves. Well, that's what they're going to do to that island. No, because then it'll be designated prison island for life. Unless you want to go through rehab. Or you want to go through. No, because murderers, I'm sorry, you just gotta stay there. Like, forget that. We're trying to stay at peace and you just want to create more chaos? Fuck that. You can go back to the island. And then we really need lie detectors when it comes to actually having true justice. I mean, with all this AI, it's so easy to program it to be a extreme human psychologist. Yes, it can be dangerous to a point. But if you make it into a machine that cannot walk and look human, I think you're going to be okay. And don't connect to the internet, I think you're going to be okay. It'll be completely designed like an actual lie detector test. And with us having AI being able to understand facial recognition and psychology, all you literally do is make it a fucking dome that someone can sit into with a camera on them. And it'll just be like a robot analyzing, because it'll be mastery of psychology and social cues and everything, reading every little tiny mint of a thing. So I mean, our lie detector tests are so outdated. Why? Why? Why our lie detector tests are so outdated? Maybe because our justice system is so crooked. And if we didn't have a justice system so crooked, maybe our jails and prison systems wouldn't be so flooded with actual some innocent people too. Because someone had the money to be able to make this person, or to be able to guide the whole course, the whole thing to their side. Like, the more money, the more you're gonna win. No, no, no. And this is what I'm going to do in the medical field too. They're going to get a lie detector test too. Because when it comes to between abuse of a patient and being in the medical field, man, them bitches got nothing coming. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Because, wow. Wow. I can't believe how many mental hospitals abuse people. Besides, Clarksville or Clark's Hospital, that's in Jefferson. Jeffersonville, Indiana. That one was really good, and there was another one that was exceptional. Except for an employee, and she didn't get fired. She's just some fucked up shit to me, and I hung myself. Don't know how I'm still here, but that's what happened. Because of a medical professional of what, like, it was, whatever it was, it triggered me so motherfucking bad. I was like, you know what? I'm homeless. Ain't no one care about me. Fuck it. And I know, like, my following loves me. I get it, but there's a difference between empty words and deeds matching words. And we have built a society where word practically means nothing. You might as well watch what they do or see what they do and ignore whatever they say. Because what people do shows you more than anything they could promise you. You know what's funny, that lecture? I went down to 69. How many were there? That was about 20, 30 people. That was like, probably had guilty feelings. That happened last time I did that. Some of them are probably, could be, because that's still a pretty high number. And I'm sitting here thinking, then this is weird, because how did that make me like practically almost one of the top? From what it keeps telling me, like it was like the top 80 to 90% of the people for like how long I've been on here. Yeah, I mean, like, and that's not even doing anything sexual, because you know how much harder it is to be able to build something like this and it not be sexual to get it, because you're in competition with everyone being extremely sexual. This is why I had comments like someone telling me to stand up. How disrespectful. I have a long sleeve shirt on and it's buttoned up. I mean, do I really look like the type? I don't think so. I ain't the lady. Do me fucking with like that. Oh, that's so funny. And then, what was it? Like, there's someone trying to chime in because they like, I guess, the topic and whatnot. Because you could add people in here, but I don't know. I don't trust it. The last few times I did, there were perverts. It's like, I wish y'all would stop ruining our apps. Go make your own and stay on it. Stop traumatizing our children. Stop disrespecting our ladies. Like, wow. Damn. It's crazy. I truly want to be like a fucking leader of how to be a lady, even though I cuss. Yes, I cuss. Oh, yeah. The way our world has gone. I'm telling you. You ain't stopping me from cussing. And you know what? That doesn't make me stupid. That just makes me expressive on a heartfelt level. And not trying to overly emphasize punctuality to a snobby nose level, okay? There's a way to be authentic and a lady at the same time. I would love to be like a social icon of that. Because, yeah, I have tattoos, but that teaches acceptance. No, I don't believe any child should have a tattoo until they're 21 or 18 years old. 18, I feel, is pushing it. I truly feel tobacco 21, I feel tattoo should be 18. And if your parent signs for it at 16 or whatever, sure, okay. I mean, you get to choose which parent you want to live with at 16 now. I think it used to be 12, but I think it's 16 now. And you know what? That's also an icon for the ones that are different. I didn't do it for no reason. And for people to sit there and use it to stab or to throw arrows, technically. I don't know the correct term for that. To throw arrows or to point or to like fly. That is the great analogy for it. To fly arrows at people over it. If you see something like this going on and they're young, maybe try going to a family therapist before you go get them a tattoo. Okay? And see what's wrong between y'all's relationship as to maybe why they're inwardly expressing themselves on their skin because they feel like they cannot talk. Because then we can eliminate mental illness and give it art and expression. Because some people do like the art and expression of it. Some, yes, do it on mental illness level. Which is why I'm saying maybe we should see a therapist before we allow our child go have tattoos. But I do believe in freedom of expression. But I don't agree with all these extremely short skirts walking around like it's natural when we used to not even allow that in school. If we don't allow it in school, why the fuck are we allowing it in public or in front of all of our elementary school children? Dressing them up to the point where now it makes it easy for a pervert to sit there and scan your child up and down while you're sitting there yelling at the pervert. And this is why I talk to the ladies too, or women. Because I would like to make ladies out of you women. because I would like to be, you know, respectful towards each other in public. And if you would like to show off your parts, please go to a nudist colony. You have a choice. Give us a choice. You're not giving us a choice, and while we give you a choice. And this is a lot of the division that's going on with our people. Not just abortion, not just all these crazy things that they talk about. Let's go down to the core. Sexualization. That's the core. Lack of respect between each individual person. That's the core. And if we could want that type of respect, it's like nothing to build it. It'll be easy. We don't have to, in a sense, come together on a physical level. We just all have to be on the same page. And then it naturally spreads through the whole world. Because we're all on the same page. Respect and acceptance. We don't need all our people up in other people's noses. Or our noses in other people's asses. When it comes to other countries, protect yourself. Well, yeah, I'm a little bit afraid about turning our country into its own one big concentration camp to a point, but I understand protecting or defending yourself. I truly do. And I understand, making a stand against another country, trying to sit there and like overtake your country. I get that. But like, it doesn't make it any better that you just randomly send people over there to just spy on other people, and then they find your people, and then they're now pissed off, and then now we have all them people trying to overtake us undercuttingly through bad people in our country to take it down, implodingly inwardly, and then that country then try to take, or that government then trying to take over the whole world, or come together with another government while we sit here and in a sense allow China to manipulatively try in a sense to take over the whole fucking world, because in my opinion, from my research, that's exactly what China's trying to do. While we sit here and abuse ourselves and let it happen. And don't try to come to a communicative, in a sense, level, not only within our own country first, but then expand it expansively outside with other countries, because they're going through the same shit too. Britain's imploding. There's shit going on that's like trippy over there, and they actually take care of their own people. To a point, from what I've done my research in. I mean, there's still some homeless, but also at the same time, with what they have, I do take in accountability. Some people choose homelessness, which is why I feel like, I'll then give them homeless area. But don't just put the mentally ill there because you don't want to take care of the mentally ill. Don't just put your disabled there because you don't want to take care of your disabled. I can understand doing, just because we're not killing, we don't want to kill. I can understand putting your murderers over there, unless you just want to, do the death sentence. But at the same time, it's too easy of a death. It's too easy. But yeah, actually, because that would be natural death. So, well, I guess they repeat it in the next life. I don't know. That's taking. How can we, like, sit here and say we don't want to kill, or we're punishing murderers, but yet we do the same thing? glad you have coffee too. So, but we don't want to take care of them. I get that. Because why? We don't even take care of our own homeless. The homeless didn't do anything to end up in jail, but yet we sure as hell take care of them prisoners and allow them to have tablets. Well, if he wasn't such a screwed up justice system, maybe we wouldn't feel bad for half these people in prison. How are we doing? We are doing great. True. I know it. I mean, shoot. Oh, heart. Oh, what is it? Oh no, roses. Thank you for the roses. You know what? Oh, I'll have my roses here. See, that's one of the things I wanted to do on TikTok when it came to all that stuff. And you just got here. I know. Man, and we've talked about so much. Shit, I already feel like I'm in running for the poll to be president. Just to let y'all know, there is an other button. An other option. If not, we should have another option. An other option on the ballot. Because you have the right to choose other. And then write the name. Just saying. I have great ideas to help our people. Because I truly do care about our people. And I don't want to just kill other people. I do truly want to unionize on a harmonious level. But wow, if all of y'all are flooding and all of y'all in those countries are flooding to our country because you don't like your country, aren't there more people than there is a government? I mean, isn't there a national world union? Is it corrupted too? Is this why we don't have world peace yet? Oh no, it's because US is still corrupt. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, because we still follow some corrupt ass leaders. Because we seem to think we don't have enough sense and ability to stand up for ourselves in a peaceful way. I'm not talking about destroying our country. I'm not talking about creating an apocalypse, okay? No. I'm talking about unification, harmony, communication, and collaboration, and compromising. Okay? I mean, do we not teach this in kindergarten? Do I feel like some of us need to go back to kindergarten when it comes to our government? Do we not know how to treat each other right? And if all y'all come together as people, whatever country you're from, I don't give a fuck who you are, maybe your country will get fixed. And then maybe you'll have a little more help from each other when it comes to getting the things you need in your country. And maybe you won't have to leave. Maybe you can, I don't know, celebrate your culture instead of flooding each other in one country because you want freedom, because you don't want your own government to bomb you. I don't know about the people, but I don't feel you really need to rely on a person to fix everything. Technically, it just takes all y'all coming together and allowing the true leaders to be true leaders instead of having to force people to go through this corrupt, calculated, specific way of doing things to try to prove and yet have not proven to be able to uphold the position in a honorable way for the people, in the healthy way for our people. She's over there sleeping. She's doing great. Taking a nap. She was playing on her phone. All right. I mean, there's so much podcasts. There's so much talk about this. And there's so much controversy. And it seems so black and white, like we ain't got a medium. Like there's no compromising line. Thank you. You look better than a couple of months ago. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not nearly as stressed. I've been taking care of myself better, too. I am at balance. Balanced with it. It's not one way or the other. It's literally kind of flowing the line. Like, I'm enjoying now, but still kind of work through and contemplate further steps. What certain things are giving me now, what things are providing the things I need, so right now with a sense of overloading stress that then has made it to where it's at a balance, then is it really happy? I am not sad nor overly happy, but at the same time, I am liking and at harmony with what I have and where I'm at. And coming into an acceptance and a flow with it as well. Oh, you were thinking about me yesterday, thank you. Because it's like some things are a bit difficult and there's certain things when it comes to like just I'm ready to have my own family, you know, like, and that still gets to me sometimes. So all right, for the moment some of you have all been waiting for. We are now going to be doing a general collective reading for my following. And these don't feel right. Oops. I messed up. Okay. So. Good morning and welcome to Shaman Calm Messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket. You never know, you might need it for later. Be sure to check your moon, rising, and Venus signs as my videos, oh wow, I'm sorry y'all, but like for my zodiacs, I do my zodiacs, which is why I said that on my YouTube, which is Unicorn Nightshade at Oracle Unicorn. All right. Wow, that's unbinding oneself into limitless possibilities. Fated new beginning. Oh man, this feels deep. Revelations of the authentic self. Great. Lost, but coming into direction. Yep, with the Wheel of Fortune. Luck and right timing. There's some people refusal of the call when it comes to coming into the authentic self. That's a faded energy. Um, or like coming into healing an energy of rejecting the call of a spiritual expansion into a new beginning of a right use of power within the self. Okay. All right. Ego sublimation. Yeah. Moving out of stagnation, really good, but you're going to go into a gestation period, asking you to really surrender and flow into things. Exactly what I was saying. Just kind of, don't be one way, don't get over the other way, because you don't want to over fantasize and you don't want to give yourself false hopes. So that's also part of this ego sublimation, moving out of stagnation, okay, and really being able to love and nurture and rest within oneself, and surrendering through the flow and the shifts and changes in life, okay. The divine matrix, definitely, and resonating on an emotionally deep level. It will bring up a lot of restless emotions that probably some will be crying through and cleansing out, but that's exactly what was needed. This is what this time is coming in for, okay? That cleansing period in Revelations into an unmarked path, a more balanced path for you, okay? This gives you your right energy of power within the understanding of the self, going into an energy of new beginnings, and coming out of being lost, understanding an energy of what vibration of unknowing towards or during a time of, or a period of time. We're gonna go with the shaman deck. Okay. Always has to be too. Yeah, it has to be. Because it like clarifies that. It's a clarification. It's a clarification. It really gives you the full story. Alright. There's an energy of the seer and needing direction tied to a king of bows. That is a fire sign for some of you. Or there's something hidden behind the scenes relating to a fire sign and needing direction. And there's judgment energy in the authentic self and celebration. Union for some. With this also two of vessels tied with a earth female sign. For someone who's just very nurturing and loving. This is trippy. Alright. Frustrations, but these frustrations are being cleared. That's great. Refusal of the call energy. I feel like this is like overcoming the frustrations through the obstacles into your clearance of fulfilling direction that was the unmarked trail. And then there's rest. Some of you, there's rest relating to a sun or a death energy relating to a sun. This is like some sort of emotional news, okay? Relating to the right use of power. Some of you could be getting a receipt of money. Okay, there's a Queen of Vessels here, and then a King of Stones, but we got the Ten of Bows. So this is burdens of responsibilities energy with a female fire sign and a leap of faith with a slow and steady build of an opportunity or direction. We're going to get into these cards as well, because I'm curious to know about the male earth sign and the female water sign. Let's see what we have here. Celebration, betrayal, death energy, or third party betrayal, death energy. What we got for the Queen of Vessels, judgment, and the Seven of Swords, lies and sneaky behavior, or someone stealing, relating to a page of coins. This is like a little receipt of money and or a work opportunity that's not quite an ace of coins. But this is also speaks about maybe like a message tied to a job, but this almost seems like someone stealing money. Or someone lying about some sort of opportunity that it wasn't what it was expressed to be. But we do have the Ten of Coins here, so this is also a house being given or something. So this could have been an energy of someone stealing someone's money. Good morning, by the way. And a shift on this betrayal, death towards energy of betrayal. This is Ten of Coins. This could also be an inheritance of some sort with the Queen of Swords. That's a female earth sign. Female air sign. High Priestess, things behind the scenes relating to a female earth sign when it comes to commitment and or court energy with a Wheel of Fortune, things playing in, I would say, fortune, like luck in someone's favor. This scene behind the scenes earth, this with a King of Swords energy and the Seven of Cups option tied to equal emotions of moving to calmer waters with the male earth sign and work. And then there's a very passionate, fiery, passionate, emotional direction of an Ace of Wands. That's a new direction relating to the past, giving up a fight tied to an Empress type of person, revealing secrets within oneself, and a leap of faith when it comes to feeling guarded about a King of Cups that's going to be giving a an emotional overwhelming of an over or a huge emotional release of information that's given justice over a the Devil card. This could be addiction or a Capricorn tied with a Queen of Wands. This is a female fire sign, feeling bound with a project energy, coming apart, tied to a magician, project coming apart that one wants to manifest, or a project coming apart because of manipulation, and feeling left out in the cold, or this energy of shelter, or can't, yeah, the shelter energy, unequal give and take, Nine of Swords, and Five of Cups. This is morning and moving forward, relating to an energy of an emperor. That could either be, usually emperor, that's Aries energy usually. Pretty sure Aries or Taurus. Pretty sure it's Aries. Message with either home or union with a tower leading to a victory. Luck, good luck, and timing when it comes to a female earth sign and two of vessels. Emotionally walking away and Knight of Swords. Could be emotionally walking away from sending a message. Page of Swords again, having to, or thinking about making a decision about two different directions. Seeing things behind the scenes. Alright. Okay, so you know what? You do have limitless possibilities when it comes to the Green Man, okay? You have the Green Man and the Seer. You do have Empress energy here. So there's heavily, for some of you, this is like a heavy shift in love and understanding in yourself relating to love. The Green Man energy, please. Expectation. Pens and needles. King of Water. Secrets. Same old story. I don't feel like I need to clarify that. King of Stones. Betrayal energy. Hot and cold. Page of Swords with... That's a Queen of Cups on it. Yep, Queen of Cups. Talk to a brick wall. Fire sign, leap of faith. Female fire sign, obsessed. Surrender energy. No, we're going to go into the Seer energy with the King of Bows. What's that? Temptation. Body language. Foreplay, that is judgment relating to foreplay and excuses of jealousy energy, interlude, dominance, all or nothing. Some energy of a safety net. Clearance of that safety net. Alright, so now we're going to go into guidance messages, okay? It's towards the end of this. Alright, 119, okay. Pride, freedom, and trust, and gratitude. Holy shit. Wow, what can I burn? That's gonna totally go on pride. Freedom, trust, and more for trust. That too. That's how many I needed. Alright. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. What can I burn? Burn it. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not good enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free, your wings are ready, use them. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter be like? Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. What is my body telling me right now? Our body speaks to us through physical pain or discomfort. Our body sends messages for us to look more deeply, see the trapped emotions and the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. Listen to your physical body and you will be led to the source of your pain. It's time to get your healing on. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead in our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. See, I like that. Everyone wants to push everyone out in a sense out of their comfort zone or into something that they're not good at. You just need to get better out of it. It's like, well, why don't we just support each other in what they're already good at, or in a sense of what they're born in, naturally what they do? Because then, I mean, it won't be as much of an issue. And if they enjoy it, damn, that's the cherry on the top. But like, an itch is an itch, you know? I mean, as long as it's not imputing or impeding on someone else's free will, you know? It's just respect of each other. It's not that hard. I mean, we got so many Christians and we can't understand how to respect each other. It's like, are we missing the main fucking lesson in this book? While we sit here and build a bunch of churches that don't actually take care of your homeless people, because technically that's what Jesus would have done. But hey, there's reasons why I'm not a Christian. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? I did not. Okay. We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead in our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. That's the line I did not say. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? For the better. I mean, we're all just kind of undercuttingly, negatively, in a sense, doing things while, like, the innocents who wants to stay innocent and pure because we can't handle the fucking guilt in ourselves are just getting tossed around like rag dolls. When technically they should be the ones leading, because they're the ones that understand respect and honor without resentment and revenge. Because look at what resentment and revenge has given us. I mean, go to the busiest and biggest city in the world. Are you going to feel safe? Honestly, we should. It doesn't matter where you are. That's what the government, in a sense, was built for. To keep order. Not heartless stock of people. So you can be rich and stay rich and keep your bloodline rich. What? Trust. And gratitude. That's why I was like, I'm thankful. This is the thing. It's like, yes, balanced is when you're in that thankful energy, but you're still putting work to get more. Because it's your stepping stone and you know it's your stepping stone and you want to build towards more. But in a healthy way, in a healthy direction, and that best fits you. And eliminating the fear that keeps us from success. And then creates envy. Because we're so greedy. And then we shift blame and create scapegoats. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. I am stunned by its opportunities it has presented. Am I apologizing for my truth? Sometimes I do. Because it hurts. When you see what you see, you hear what everyone's expressing about it, and then you get verbally abused over publicly spreading it. Verbally abuse and attack. So what? I'm different. What am I honoring? What am I building? What am I inspiring? Does that not matter? Because you want me to look a certain way? Look at the presidents we have, and they look the way y'all want them to. I mean, look at your governments, and they look the way you want them to. And then look at me, and I am enacting and building what we, and inspiring, trying to inspire the best way I can with the difficulties I work through. While I do my best to keep it as positive as possibly possible and still speak the truth. In observance. Some things truly are opinions, especially when it comes to we truly live our own matrix. You can choose to live someone else's vision and perspective, or you can choose to build your own and question what you learn. But don't question what other people choose to believe. That's not your say. You can't control if someone else lies to you, but you can control if you lie. And then you can adjust boundaries accordingly. Because of course, if you don't lie, you're not going to want to be around liars. So you're going to adjust accordingly. And wait for time to give you, or time and building, it takes little baby steps to grant opportunity. Or create opportunity like the unmarked path. Create the opportunity yourself. What got me to this point? Trusting my heart and trusting what's right while doing the best I can in every inch of power inside of me to not retaliate, to move forward and keep going and trust that what I love is what I love for a reason, and that's why I was born to be who I am. They just said my heart's naturally evil. That's funny. See, that's the verbal abuse I'm talking about. Why? What's the point? What's the point in saying that? Just because you want to be a little boy and down females? You definitely aren't healthy masculine whatsoever. In general, be careful because, like, you said your heart is naturally evil. So technically, you just gaslighted me. Because technically, you did not say that with words as humans in general. You took it in a weird way. See? And it's yet like, it's funny how we commercialize how much doing that is okay, or else, like, literally a true gentleman would not speak like this whatsoever. I'm a lady. That's why I say be careful. You're in my chat room. You can leave. But no, you want to sit there and as a male disrespect. I'm not sitting here flaunting my boobs and ass off, even though you would love to praise that, wouldn't you? That's the shit I'm talking about. This is my chat room. You don't like it? Don't fucking verbally down me. Fucking leave. And then sitting here literally still doing it and calling me an entitled feminist. That's funny how boys seem to think that being how natural verbal abuse is okay. Because we have not raised a lot of ladies to be ladies. And so they just feel disrespect's okay because of all the nudity going on. And this is how tainted we have created our masculines as they refuse to grow up. And then they wonder why certain women are rising up and defending themselves and then calling us a feminist. I guess it's okay for our men to keep treating our females such a way. Of course there's females that do it to men. I'm not sitting here talking that there isn't. I'm talking about my own experience and how I shouldn't be treated such a way. Since how, for one, I'm not flaunting my body around to be treated such a way. Two, you can fucking leave if you don't like it. But to verbally abuse me is uncalled for. Uncalled for. And then to sit here and tell me to turn a blind eye to the verbal abuse, maybe this is exactly why it's so natural for all of us to verbally abuse each other out there and now physically abuse each other out there and behind doors. I don't see him texting anymore. I don't see any more comments. But want to say I'm a feminist because I called him out on his gaslighting. And that's how natural these men do it. And feminists. Feminists that just don't give a fuck because they've been done and treated this way so many times. This is exactly why I have very little men on my Facebook. I totally get it. And why most of you on there, even though there are females, most of you are men. On here for porn, probably. Because that's mainly what the hell is fucking started off on this. Why is that so freely readability while they sit there and call me a feminist? For speaking up for respect. Thank you for the beautiful content. I am grateful to be able to use this as a simple example. And if I wasn't right, if I wasn't truly telling the truth, I wouldn't be at 97 right now. They would still be there verbally attacking me. But they realized that's exactly what they were doing. Was narcissistically gaslighting me and verbally attacking me. And then calling me a feminist and how wrong I am over speaking up for being a lady and how ladies should be treated and how you should be treating yourselves. And not just flaunting it so freely and giving it to kids. I mean, come on. If it wasn't there, I wouldn't be speaking about it. If it wasn't an issue, I wouldn't be creating or naturally problem solving a solution. Because if I had the capability to be able to actually do something about it, I want to wonder, what would I do about it? If I had the capability to be able to let a leader know how to be able to handle things, that maybe this way we'll be able to help because of this, this, and this, and this, and this is the idea I kind of came up for, is coming together, compromising, and building in collaboration for the better, for everyone. I'm not talking about forcing everyone to be exactly equal. Some people like more extensive. Some people like little bit. Some people are conservative. Some people do want to splooge, or whatever, but not out of the expense of other people. No. All these scams, that's a lot of jobs. No, they're giving jobs to the scammers to keep scamming us, while they're not even giving us the job to be able to go after the scammers. I mean, we're being completely fucking abused by these leaders in general. Just like, why is everyone else coming into our country? Because they're being abused by their leaders, thinking we are not. I mean, like, it totally makes sense. And to me, but also that can be construed as an opinion. And I can accept that. Because everyone should have their opinion. But at the same time, don't force it on anyone else. Everyone has a choice, whether to take that as their opinion or not. And come into an acceptance about that. Because that's a lot of the issue that's going on, is no one's got acceptance for other people and who they are. No, we just want to verbally abuse each other, which doesn't make any sense to me, because that just creates more abuse and the kids doing what they're doing and not respecting teachers. While we blame it on the parents and the kids. That's funny. Yeah, to a point, most of it is because of the technology. But if we had more healthier things for our kids to be exposed to through the technology, if we use technology more in a positive direction and not so controlling or like making us lazy, yeah, it helps like be able to build more. But I also feel like we just really need to invest more in when it comes to farms, because when someone says, we eat cloned chickens, I sit there and go, you know what, I can believe that. Whether I've got proof of it or not, I can go, yeah, well, I can believe that. That's sad. That just shows me we don't even care about ourselves. Apparently we just care about killing each other. Because that's where most of our money goes to, is war. I mean, everyone knows that. That's been happening for generations. We need to protect ourselves. There's a difference between protecting ourselves and sitting there invading other people's countries, which is exactly why we're being invaded, while we're sitting here wondering, why am I getting invaded? Well, I don't know. Maybe because y'all's nose has been brown in these other countries forever now. Because you want to use that as an excuse to protect ourselves, so we know everything that's going on. So we could be 5 steps ahead of them while we ain't even worrying about our own country. And just telling a bunch of lies, and making us fucking believe one way so that we follow in line. Okay, why do we have the Constitution again? I mean, are we even allowed to stand in the Constitution? Because it sure as hell don't look like the justice system actually allows you to be able to do so, in my opinion. Instead, who has more money? Okay, here you go. You win. Oh, there's proof there? Oh, it's okay. It'll be stuffed into a file and locked behind a door. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure it doesn't get out. No wonder the justice lady has her fucking eyes blindfolded. Let's unblindfold her eyes. And then we'll really see what's going on. Terrified because like I rely on social media to barely make it by. While people yell at you to get jobs. Oh my. What a wonderful idea. If I hadn't had so many issues, that has given me brick walls to a direction or a door to said job direction. And if you wasn't abused in the work field, maybe I wouldn't have fallen out of the work field. Maybe there's a reason why the homeless numbers are growing besides immigration. Because they want to hide how many Americans are ending up homeless. Because they're giving all our money to people flooding in so they don't have to take care of us, or they only take care of the elite and then we're eliminating the American. I mean, honestly, I'm sorry, this doesn't make any sense. And to a point on a liberal I may not have a full understanding of it, but to a point of my own liberal understanding, this made no sense. How can you care more about people flooding in than the people in your own country? That doesn't make you a liberal, that makes you a terrorist. Because we had laws against this. And somehow we've been bred to idealize how that's okay. While we didn't have magic money when there was a bunch of people on the streets, like our vets, that's been slapped across the face because of allowing this to happen. Because they risked their lives to keep this from happening. And it's still happening. While they're left to the streets to die in a bush. While they're using alcohol to suppress the PTSD because our resources are the shittiest fucking shit for our Americans. Why aren't we talking about this? Well, because they don't want you to know. I'm sitting here going, well, look at all what's happening, not what you're told. I'm not telling you how to look, what to look. I'm just saying, this is what I've seen, this is what I've experienced, and this is how I feel about it. It's up to you to make the research whether or not you agree with me or not. There's a difference. I did not sit here and ask for advice. This is my community. My people do not like seeing your ugly comments. And quite frankly, it's traumatizing. It is verbal abuse. And if I was the richest person on earth, I would literally go after every one of y'all for emotional damage. Who has ever said a horrible fucking comment to me? I will sue you. So, I guess you best hope I don't make it. But if I don't make it, guarantee we are looking at an apocalypse unless someone steals my ideas. But at least my people know where they came from. At least I got videos. Yeah, they can be deleted. Sure. That's why I felt like I was pushed off of YouTube. YouTube's been sitting on 0 for I don't know how long. When it comes to people. This hit 100 and I think it was 112. And I don't know about this because this is a freaking low FPS thing. And no matter what I try to do with it, it kept telling me it was all wrong. And I don't even care anymore. Covers how many people is over here. But I know I have about the least 1,000 that sees the replays. And I just trust that these videos make it to the right people. And I just trust that the cycle and the functionality of what I understand about this helps to create a better financial sense of uprising, leadership, and honor within each other. Some of these things even Colin Mom talked about, but we're so worried she's lying. I've got videos showing and proving everything I've mostly went through since I've started making videos. YouTube's too. I appreciate that. Sometimes it's really hard to feel and believe that, but I'm seeing it more and more every day, and I do my best to keep self-love at the same time. And then, see, you got a comment over here saying, will you pee on me, please, and this is a free app. That's sexual harassment. Go on a porn site. Don't tell me to get off here. What if I was a child and I was bored? Disgusting. Go on a porn site and stay there. And this is what we support. This is what we allow. Because instead of going after the ones that should be going after, we're sitting here stopping the expression and unification of the people. Because of this. The profanity, or I'm not profanity, because yeah, I mean, in a sense profanity, but the sexualization in general. And the verbal abuse. And being sexually assaulted. I'm not on here naked. You want to say that to someone, go say it to a whore that's already on here. Because that's all y'all are that do that. And a pedophile on top of that. Oh, I'm not a pedophile. It's not my fault that the kids just did. You put it on a free site. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is your fault. It's not the parents' fault. No. We should praise our children being creative and expressive on a healthy level and coming together unifiedly, and this is how you can do it with the whole world. No, we shouldn't be taking this from our kids unless they want to use it in a negative, gross way, which is verbal abuse, whatnot, and then you know, consequent as accordingly. Deal with it accordingly. But I will not stop lecturing the fuck out of y'all nasty ass motherfuckers. So disappointed in the masculine race. You're so sexually abusive, it's disgusting. And then we get blamed for ranting or talking about it or being called downward a feminist. Disgusting. You want to talk like that? Go find a hoe. You don't like being treated like a hoe? Don't be a motherfucking hoe. You don't like seeing those comments? Then don't do it. And if we're not doing it, don't fucking give us those goddamn comments. That's so fucking ridiculous. I wish I was rich and I'd go look for you and track your IP and sue you for sexual harassment. Hello? Thank you for keep traumatizing and abusing our children. Because it's y'all's fault for making the decision to do it on a public fucking app where it's easily accessible to them. Go on a fucking porn site. I'm standing up for the children that obviously doesn't understand how to stand up for themselves and being mentally traumatized. For free. If you don't want someone like me on here, pay for it. Heart. That's why I don't turn a blind eye. Because it takes someone like me to go, what the fuck's wrong with you? And this is why. Let me thoroughly break it down for you and show you why I feel you are presenting yourself as this, and this. Because when I'm speaking truth, that's not verbal abuse. When someone wants us to verbally abuse me because I don't have the fucking money to go, oh, okay, I'll write your name down so I can sue you for sexual harassment. I don't see anywhere on this that says porn only. No. I see a bunch of people sexually assaulting kids. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Mm-hmm. But the funny thing is, I see we have about 108 people that seem to agree. Yep, well, it looks like it because we don't got much comments. No. Because if we got comments there, I guess they could be a little bit afraid of what I'm going to say. Good. Stop traumatizing our children. And you too. What the hell is with all this chaos that you want to support and pay? To teach our kids to do more of that? You're just creating more chaos in our own world. Because you're paying people and supporting them. And the people, you're watching it and supporting it and liking it and sharing it. That's advertising and saying it's okay to keep doing this chaos. If you ignore it, flag it, say this is not healthy to be promoted. Why are we promoting chaos? Because this is actually part of our issue as people who are on social media. Technically, we promote a lot of chaos as we the people. Then we do unification and healthy way of handling certain things, situations, and each other. Because I find it quite funny how we're expected to work together with each other and forced under the same roof, whether you want to be under the same roof or not. If you want to be in a house, then you have to suffer if that's what's needed. But yet, so we have to be forced into compromisation, but yet our own presidents and government can't compromise? How is it we have to be forced to do something they can't even do? While we sit here and say it's impossible to collaborate and compromise, we're forced to do it daily. Forced. While our own leaders don't. Because do they compromise their money? Do they compromise for the people in a sense without just saying it? What do their actions show? And why are we putting people in jail over standing up for the American people? That's our own government doing terrorism against its own people, standing up for its freedom and rights of the Constitution. And we're allowing it. While when I speak about these things, my YouTube videos that I used to do about stuff like this was blocked from anyone in the USC. I'm not able to go live on certain platforms because of how I feel and express how we need to come together in a more harmonious way and healthy, and stop making porn so fucking readily available to traumatize our kids. And cry and boo-hoo because we don't understand how to have healthy relationships with each other, and we don't understand how to compromise because it's not like our own leaders compromise. But yet you're taught when it comes to climbing up the ladder in a corporation, you're meant to compromise, or you have to undercuttingly sneak and keep and take from the person that's against you. instead of it being a healthy, what do you call that? Kind of like race in a sense with each other. Got to sabotage each other. I mean, that's exactly what the governments do to each other, and that's why we have so many issues. Because if this wasn't happening, why would they be flooding our country? If the other countries' people didn't feel the same way, then why aren't we already in harmonious union? Why do we hide so much from our own people when our own people pay these leaders to be more? Why are we not allowed to ask these type of questions or talk about these things as a true we the people presidency? Why are we not allowed to talk about how we somehow didn't have magic money for our homeless people and our vets on the streets before the immigration, but somehow we have it after the immigration? When it was money for a crisis in the United States, how is homelessness not a crisis of the United States? We wanted to create more crisis, so we have reason to take money out of that crisis energy. I mean, like, no, I feel homelessness and a growing race and homeless, or growing numbers in homelessness and a growing numbers in unemployment is more of an issue than to create more of that issue. As an American, it made it physically impossible for me to be able to get socially, financially secure because I have disabilities that has created me not being able to hold a job. But I'm too young, and that's why I ended up homeless for so long. And that's how I ended up with tattoos on my face, because I got tired of being rejected what I am rightfully owed, while everyone else who just randomly walk through a door get what I should have gotten. And then they want to call me entitled. I worked when I was younger. I broke my body while working. Over and over and over again. That's not entitlement. I worked for it. While people who walk through a gate get whatever they want. Now they have them shutting down the shelters. But also, I mean, like, we're just creating more of a homeless issue, more dangerous streets. While we got to pick one of the two lesser evils, will it even make a difference? Because for generations now, it seems like it hasn't really made much of a difference, but actually destroys more, hence 9/11. Because you can clearly tell that looked like an inside job just to create war in someone else's country, in my opinion. Because this is my page, this is my room, I'm allowed to have an opinion. You want to have an opinion, go have your opinion in another room. I did not ask for your advice. At all. If I ask for your advice, I get it. Don't tell me how to be or do in my own life. That's what's wrong with most of what's going on out there. People trying to control people instead of accepting and working together. And my main concern is our own people before we sit there and unite the rest of the freaking world. Because what fixed the flooding is the fact that we're helping them understand their own fucking country and being able to get it back into a harmonious order. But no, all our government seems to want to do is just fight and control and tell them what to do. In my own opinion. That's what I have gone to calculations into understanding about. Whether I'm wrong or right, you know what? I really don't fucking care because I haven't seen anything different. And once I see something different and prove differently, okay, I can accept that maybe my opinion in that point in time is wrong, but that's how I felt with the information that I have. So to tell me to get over it, you wouldn't have a unicorn if I did. I wouldn't be a unicorn if I did. Because it took a unicorn to stand up. For me to have. It took me loving me and who I am. And creating a new name. Because I am who I decide to be. Standing up against it all. You wouldn't have a unicorn if it wasn't for that. At all. And wanting to stand up for stay-at-home moms without having to rely on a man to take care of you. You have every right to rely on your leaders to help you. Be financially stable enough to keep taking care of your fucking kids without a man to sit there and have to pay for or control you. While people want to sit here and call me a feminist, entitlement, that's respect. That's respect for a female in general. And what they naturally, some of them do, as a female that is not wants to be a male, go work, go pick up this, this, and this. You expect us to be a man, but yet y'all want a fucking woman. And you expect us with being okay with how lazy and disrespectful you are, since how you want to sit there and skim other women while you're sitting there committed. Heart. I mean, women ain't no different. I totally get that. They need to stop flaunting themselves around so fucking freely and get on a fucking porn site. This is why we got OnlyFans. Go get on OnlyFans. You hoes. Don't like being called a hoe? Shit, don't be one then. Cinderella, if the fucking shoe fits, girl, wear it. And go be proud of it if that's who you are. Go get on OnlyFans. They make a lot of money. Some of them feel traumatized after doing it. Well, you know what? You put yourself in that situation. Stop making it so fucking free for our kids. Look at what the fucking people are going through when it comes to OnlyFans, and you want to create it for free. Disappointed. Because that's what's happening on Omegle, too. She's being sexually assaulted for free so easily. I mean, that's what women do to men, too. And now we're having men doing it to women. And it's just freely accessible to our kids. This is why we have porn sites. Duh. So that makes y'all perverts. That makes y'all child abusers. You sexually assault children when you readily do this for free in public. You're a child molester. Or a disrespectful sick bag that doesn't want to sit there and go pay for the carnage that they are. Disgusting. Disgusting. I'm very disappointed in you people that do it. Literally, you can go on a fucking paid site. You have the money. Y'all get a lot of money fucking being whores. This is ridiculous. You're doing it even for free. Like, that's even just disrespectful of yourself and your job. Do you honor your job? Or do you just like being a child pedophiler? I mean, it makes sense. Because we should not have this readily available and free and easily accessed. Mm-mm. Porn is 18 and older for a reason. And this is why we have people walking around half naked in public when the decent people don't have a choice. While we're being told give other people a choice. Yeah, okay, give us a choice too. We deserve a choice. We really do. Physical conservatives deserve to have a choice and to not be exposed to the celebrity sexual assault we have and pay our celebrities to sexually assault us mentally and emotionally. When you're fucking on stage and you're half-ass fucking naked in public and socializing it as an okay thing for our kids, you're disgusting. You're a disgrace. Because you did not give us conservative people and us mothers a choice in that exposure. And this is why I do not care for Taylor Swift. You celebrities need to stop exposing our children to this sexual harassment. Just because you're being paid to do it, and if you don't do it, you lose your contract, and then you end up on the streets with everyone else. That's our leaders for you, and our elites. That's who we support. You know, it's no different than going to McDonald's. We're getting poisoned at a place, but yet we still have people going to go get poisoned. That's no different than when it comes to me and my addiction with cigarettes. And of course, we all have things to work on, I get that. And I talk with myself every day when it comes to me fucking smoking cigarettes, I tell you what. And I work on it. And work out all the excuses I give myself and just stay quiet. And work on it. Just like I'm working on the SSI stuff, I'm working on food stamps. I was able to upload the documents when it comes to the food stamps, get the fucking account going because I had to call support, all that craziness. Now I got 5 food stamps working itself out or processing or whatnot. I'll get an email about it. And then I have SSI being transferred already now from one state to another because of me moving. Well, this is about as much as I'm going to lecture y'all. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I do love all of y'all who are here to support me and understand exactly what I'm saying. And you don't want to sit here and verbally attack me over anything that I'm saying. If anything, you're going, wow. What a great speech. We really do need this in our world. Thank you. For those of you that are sitting here, mind blown, going, heart open, going, wow, yes, thank you. I hope we make it. I hope we make it with every inch of my soul. Because I am truly scared for us and our next generation. And our whole planet in general. While we sit here and try to figure out how to go to the moon and abandon our own planet. add more work for us trying to be able to inhabit it. I mean, anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I shall see you next time, and have a great day. Goodbye. Good broadcast. Huh. That made me think. There's no sexualizing. And you have horror movies freely accessed to kids. Someone's like, your tattoos scare me. Get off of here. And I'm like, okay, that's not sexual harassment. That's not like 18-year-old or thing. Besides the fact getting them is an 18-year-old or thing. It's not like, I mean, you have horror movies freely accessible. So to tell me to get off here because you're scared? What the fuck? Anyway. I literally had to contemplate that for a minute. I was like, does that align with the values and morals of what exactly I was speaking of when it came to the literal sexual, I believe that's sexual harassment in my opinion. And I feel that needs to be banned. If any of that's going on. We have AI being able to see everything. And you can't see that going on? Then you were truly built that to be able to access kids. That's disgusting. While Omegle is getting more and more popular because of people doing YouTube videos about it, and when you first start off, all you see is penises if you're a female, and probably a bunch of pussies and boobs if you're a male. And it's rare that you get decent people on Omegle. I know, I experienced it, which is what led me into Big O. Because it's a live system, almost like YouTube and Facebook with comments. It's not like having to scroll through and it being a video chat scroll through, kind of like a speed dating, which would be an amazing dating app, a phenomenal dating app. But they abuse it. It's abuse. And then you're abusing children. Children are on there. It's like, and there was a Freemasonry person on there. I literally went, hey, that's a Freemasonry hat. And then, boom. So I started going, oh, this is supported by people who want to see kids. Oh, well, unicorn found out. I love y'all. Have a great day.